the time is coming to 6:52 and 18 degrees. Our top story this morning, GOP lawmakers have passed the biggest overhaul to the nation's tax code in more than 3 decades.
It passed 51 to 48. Both senators from Alaska voted for tax reform. One of the provisions in the bill will open the 1002 section of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge for development.
Joining us now live from Washington, D.C. via satellite, Senator Lisa Murkowski. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
We are happy to have you. I believe it has been a while. Before we get to ANWR, we'd like to know,
I think so.
As relates to this tax bill, how will this reform benefit individual Alaskans, taxpayers, when the Gaddis family goes to file next year? What kind of benefits will we see?
Well, what your family will see, James, as well as Alaskan families all over the state, they will see a direct benefit by way of money that they have earned returned to them back in their pockets. And this comes about through decreasing the individual rates for all. It comes through doubling the child tax credit and allowing for greater refundability. It helps our small businesses in considerable ways, again, by the lower individual rates, but also recognizing that so many of our small businesses invest in their business, reinvest, to allow for expansion, to allow for more employees to come on. And so there is an additional 20% reduction or deduction off of that individual rate that helps them. More immediate expensing. So when you think about the benefits to individuals, and when I'm talking about individuals, I'm talking about our families in Alaska, not mega millionaires, not millionaires, but the middle class family, the family that's making, say, $73,000 in Anchorage is going to be receiving a benefit, a reduction in their taxes by several thousands of dollars. And this is meaningful. This is tax relief for Alaskans across the board. So in my view, this is good legislation. It's timely legislation. We have not reformed our tax policies in 31 years. That's long, long, long overdue.
So, Senator, this bill also included a provision to open ANWR, lifting a 40-year ban on development in the area. And you tweeted a picture wearing an incredible Hulk scarf. We wanted to share it with our viewers. It was in honor of late Senator Ted Stevens, who was known for wearing that superhero tie whenever he tried to get this passed. And now that this is passed and this is opened up, what's the next step in the process to develop ANWR?
Well, as you point out, this has been a multi-decade battle. Alaskans have been fighting for 37 years now to allow for a limited opportunity to explore and produce in the 1002 area. We know this area to be an area of a very high resource, very high value. But what we're able to do now with our technologies is be able to minimize that footprint, minimize the surface disturbance while gaining access to even more resource. So what this allows us as Alaskans is an opportunity for resource, for revenues, for jobs. It helps our nation from an energy security perspective, an economic security, and national security perspective. So this is again, an issue that has been going on for a long time, and we've continued to fight the fight because I believe that the cause is right. Making sure that we as Alaskans can contribute more for the good of the country and for our state is good. So you asked the question about when can we expect to see development, how do we pursue this opportunity? We've been waiting for 38 years, and so we have to acknowledge the fact that we just haven't flipped a switch by passing this legislation and opening up the 1002 area for development. It doesn't mean that we have revenues and resource flowing into our pipeline today. We know that it takes a long while to get production online, probably in excess of 10 years. But in terms of beginning the initial steps, looking to update our seismic, the data, we haven't been able to even look in the 1002 area. So I know that today is winter solstice. It's the shortest day of the year. It's the darkest day of the year. But I said yesterday at the White House that this is a bright day for Alaska because we are finally able to unlock the potential, the greater potential that we have on our North Slope, specifically contained within the 1002. So we're going to be working it every day, but now we have the opportunity to pursue this.
All right. U.S. Senator Lisa Murkowski, thank you so much for your time this morning. Merry Christmas, and we hope we can chat again soon, maybe on the couch. Would be great next time you're in town.
There you go.
Thanks again.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you all. Take care.
Thank you, Senator.